Well, howdy there, everybody. How is it going? Welcome back. So what are we talking about today? Well, first of all, if you don't even want to hear me talk, you can totally skip me right there. Now, there will be tabs available for this. I got a couple licks in here and just the general concept of these 3 notes that are going to change the way of playing guitar for you. But like I said, tabs for all that stuff is on my website, as well as lesson packs that you can download if you would like more in-depth lessons. But let's go ahead and get to talking about what's happening here. Well, what we're talking about is a 3-note game changer. So I learned these little triad shapes. You know, you've heard the term triad many times. Major and minor ones, and these are, you know, very simple and basic. But I later realized they're everywhere. And when I realized that, it made playing, it affected my rhythm playing, the way I improvise, the way I write solos in general, the way I connect a lot of this. All over the guitar neck. So we're gonna jump on into this one, and I hope you dig this lesson. This was really a game changer for me about how I visualize the fingerboard, and we're just gonna jump on into it. Oh yeah! Okay, so here we go. Now, what am I talking about here now? We're talking about little triads. So basically, we're actually only going to use one chord, which is G major for now. But I recommend, you know, learning as many of these as you want in different keys and different chords and stuff like that. But hopefully you'll see the value of knowing this stuff all over the fingerboard. So what we're doing here is just a simple G major triad. So basically just the 3 notes that make up a G major: a root, 3rd, and 5th of the key of G. So we have a G note, a B note, and a D note. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to play these same 3 notes in multiple combinations all over the fingerboard on different strings. And what happens is this is a very, the way I describe it is a diagonal way of playing. You know, it's not that normal kind of like vertical or horizontal way that we learn scales. I guess that's kind of like diagonal, but if you were doing like your G, I mean that's a very like vertical way. You're just kind of going up and down in a single position. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to go 3rd fret low E string, 2 on the A, and open D. Okay? That's a G chord. Now I'm going to shift up here and play the same 3 notes, but I'm going to be starting on my B note. I just kind of like, I move the G note down to the bottom, and I take the B note is now going to be on the top. So I'm going to go 7 on the low E string, which is my B note. Okay? 5th fret on the A, which is my D, and 5th fret on the D, which is my G. Okay? So I have that shape going on now. So 7, 5, 5. Now the next one is up here. Now again, watch. I'm going to take the B note, drop it to the bottom, and move that D note now to the top. So I got to go 12th fret on the low E, which is a D. I'm sorry, I meant 10th fret. 10th fret on the A, which is a G. And then 9th fret on the D, which is a B. Okay, so we have... Now, of course, once you get up here, it repeats itself in octaves. The first shape looks a little bit different. Just because we have to use our finger for the 12th fret instead of an open, but that would just be 15, 14, 12, 19, 17, 17, and then 22, 22, 21. I don't use that one very often. But already just practicing those, moving through them with a metronome is a great idea. Okay, just shifting through them like that. Now what I want to do is just simply move down a string now. So I'm going to start on the A string and do all the same ones. Our shapes are going to be very similar and yet different in a way. They're going to be in different order. So the first one's going to go like this. 2nd fret on the A, open D, and open G. So that's a B note, a D note, and a G. So applying the same concept is basically this B note's going to drop to the bottom, and then the D note is going to be the leading note now. So we're going to go 5th fret, 5th fret, 4th fret, D, G, B. Ah, look, it did it again. Shifting up again now. Now this shape is going to be like this, and we're going to be going 10 on the A, which is a G note, 9 on the D, that's our B, and then 7 on the G, which is our D note. Okay, so now shift up again. This one, again, it's the same shape this is our original 2nd shape. So we're going to go 14, 12, 12. Okay? Shift up again to the next one. You're going to go 17, 17, 16. And then you have another one which is kind of hard to reach, but 22, 21, and then 19. So look at all these different ways, and I guarantee you, if you haven't done these before, you're traveling through your fingerboard in a much different way than what you had before in the past. So for years, I was just straight through the scale, you know, that kind of way. And then all of a sudden, when I had these these triads, I started. I'd kind of move through the scale. In very different ways. So let's go move on to the next one. So the next part is going to be going like this. So we're going to simply start on the D, G, and B. We're going to go open, because look, open D was D note, G note, and B note. We don't have to play anything with our left hand for this one. Okay? Now, you should utilize that knowledge and think, oh, okay, I can use those open strings in a lot of different ways in combining it with my scale. So the next one is going to be this one, a good old F chord shape. We're just going to go 5, 4, starting on the D, 5, 4, 3. Okay, so G, B, D. Shifting up here, now we're getting into some new shapes. So we're going to be going 9, 7, 8. So that's starting on our B, D, G. Now, an octave of the first one, which is just going to be holding down 12th fret on the G, B, and D. Octave, 17, 16, 15. And then 21, 19, 20. So, and I want you to be able to play through them like that. And also, you should be able to cross strings. You know, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter where you are. Just be able to play these G's everywhere. So we did that, so let's move down again. And this will probably be the final one. There's other ones that we could do, but this is the last one I'm going to show you. And it's going to be going like this now. So we're going to be going, okay? So starting right here, we're going to be playing 4 on the G. 4 on the G, 3 on the B, and 3 on the high E. Okay? Now, next part is this, like our D chord shape. 7, 8, 7. Okay? So we made it this far. Now up here, we're going to go 12, 12, 10. And these shapes are kind of funky. And then you're going to go 16, 15, 15. Okay? So we have... They're all over the place. So that's that one. Of course, do it in your octaves when you get up here. And there would be all these different G. That's only one chord. So that's the crazy part. That's only one chord. So if you are, the way I kind of tend to outline a chord is if I'm playing over it and the chord changes. So if we're just like G major and I'm playing, you know, whatever, and they go to a C, I might, you know, transition out of that C, G. Stuff like that, or maybe it goes to a D. You know, whatever it might be, but it's just all about kind of connecting that together. Oh, yeah! So I wanted to give you a lick that is combining both your scale and this arpeggio style of triadding. Triadding, there we go. Inventing words, that's what we do here. And it's just this, it might come across as kind of simple, but just kind of evaluate what's happening with it. So I'm going to be going like this. So what's happening here? So I'm starting out with my triad, which I'm just going 7 on the low E string, 5 on the A, and 5 on the D. Now that's all just a straight triad. Then I go to 7 on the D, which I'm thinking part of my scale. Okay? Or I guess it could be like making it a major 9. But that's not what I was initially thinking. Because I guess we're adding that 9 in there. But all that aside, now I slide up to 9 on the D. Okay? Now I'm back into my normal triad. I'm going to go 7, 8, and I hammer onto 10, which I'm adding another 9th there, so this is definitely a major 9 chord. That was not intentional. Okay, then I'm going to go to that 9 on the high E string. Then I go to 10 on the B, which is now back in the scale, and back to 10 just ending on a root note. So, you know, or something like that, you know. Like I said, technically, I just did a major 9, which would not be a triad, but my mindset was not initially thinking of that. So, and And there you have it. Alright guys, I will see you all later. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Check out one of the other videos that are probably popping up right here. Oh yeah, check those out, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you all so much for being amazing. It's what you guys do best. And other than that, I'll see you all later. Peace out, homies. Have a great day, and a high five.